On November 28, 2025, the Lebanese Army conducted a guided tour for journalists along the southern border of Lebanon, offering a rare look at military operations in the region. The tour, which took place in the area south of the Litani River, provided journalists with first-hand access to key military sites, including an abandoned Hezbollah tunnel network and an illegal Israeli outpost situated in Lebanese territory. The tour was a significant event given the ongoing military tensions between Lebanon and Israel, highlighting the complex security situation along the border. The convoy of Lebanese Army vehicles, including Humvees, began its journey from a military base near the Lebanese-Israeli border, with several journalists aboard. The convoy moved southward through the mountainous terrain of southern Lebanon, stopping at various sites of interest for the journalists. The first stop was at a military base in the village of Alma al-Shab, a key strategic location near the Blue Line, the border demarcation between Lebanon and Israel. From here, Lebanese soldiers pointed out a prominent illegal Israeli outpost situated on Lebanese territory. The Israeli outpost, which had been constructed after a ceasefire agreement in November 2024, remains a contentious issue between the two countries. Lebanese authorities have condemned the outpost as a violation of Lebanese sovereignty, with reports suggesting that Israel has been actively fortifying it since its establishment. Journalists were shown the outpost from the Lebanese Army's vantage point at the Alma al-Shab base. The outpost was visible across the border, with the Israeli wall marking the boundary line between the two nations. While at the base, journalists were also shown the Israeli wall that runs along the Blue Line. This wall, which is part of Israel's security infrastructure, has been a focal point in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, the Lebanese militant group. The wall has been a subject of dispute, as both Lebanon and Israel maintain conflicting claims to the border region. The Lebanese Army has frequently monitored the Israeli activities along the Blue Line, and the presence of the illegal Israeli outpost in Lebanese territory has only added to the tensions in the area. Following the visit to Alma al-Shab, the convoy made its way to Zibkin, a village located further south in the mountainous region. The Lebanese Army had recently discovered a Hezbollah tunnel system in this area, which had been used by the militant group for strategic purposes. The tunnel was part of a larger network that Hezbollah had established in southern Lebanon to facilitate its operations against Israel. The tunnel was abandoned following the ceasefire agreement in 2024, and the Lebanese Army has since taken control of the area. Upon arrival at the tunnel site, journalists were escorted by Lebanese soldiers to the entrance of the tunnel system. The area around the tunnel was quiet, with military vehicles parked nearby. The journalists were given a close-up look at the entrance, which was guarded by Lebanese soldiers. The tunnel itself was well hidden within the mountainous terrain, and the entrance was camouflaged to blend in with the surrounding landscape. Inside the tunnel, journalists were able to observe various remnants left behind by Hezbollah operatives. The tunnel, which appeared to have been used for both military and logistical purposes, had several key features that were immediately noticeable. One of the most striking elements was the ventilation system, which had been installed to ensure a continuous airflow throughout the tunnel. The walls of the tunnel were panelled, offering some protection from the elements, while the floor was uneven and narrow in places. Journalists were shown various items that had been left behind in the tunnel, offering a glimpse into Hezbollah's operations in the region. These items included food, clothing, and personal belongings. Among the most notable discoveries was a Quran, which had been left behind in a small Hezbollah bunker. The presence of the Quran in the tunnel suggests that the site may have been used for both military and religious purposes, possibly indicating that the fighters who used the tunnel viewed it as a place of refuge and spiritual solace. Other items found inside the tunnel included military fatigues, jackets, and personal effects, all of which had been left behind in haste. These remnants suggest that the tunnel had been abandoned relatively recently, perhaps indicating that Hezbollah fighters had been forced to retreat from the area. In addition to these items, the journalists also observed waste and food left behind in the tunnel, further suggesting that it had been used as a temporary base of operations. The tunnel system also included a small clinic, which appeared to be a makeshift medical facility. The presence of medical supplies and food near the clinic indicates that the site had been used for treating wounded fighters and maintaining the health of those stationed there. The clinic, while rudimentary, was a key element of Hezbollah's operations in the area, providing medical care in a region where access to traditional healthcare facilities is limited due to the ongoing conflict. The journalists were also shown several military kits that had been left behind in the tunnel. These kits included fatigues, helmets, and other essential military gear that had been abandoned during the retreat. The presence of these items further corroborates the idea that the tunnel had been used as a base of operations for Hezbollah fighters, who had likely used the tunnel to stage attacks on Israeli targets across the border. In addition to the tunnel, the journalists were shown a truck that had been hit by an Israeli airstrike near the tunnel network. The truck, which appeared to have been struck in the vicinity of the Hezbollah tunnel, was heavily damaged, and its presence served as a reminder of the ongoing military confrontations between Israel and Hezbollah. The airstrike, which had likely targeted Hezbollah's logistical operations, added to the volatile atmosphere in the region, where both sides continue to engage in military actions despite the 2024 ceasefire. As the tour concluded, the journalists were escorted back to their convoy and made their way toward the Lebanese Army checkpoint. The tour, which lasted several hours, provided a rare insight into the ongoing military and security situation along the Lebanese-Israeli border. The discovery of the Hezbollah tunnel network and the illegal Israeli outpost are just two of the many issues that continue to fuel tensions in this volatile region. The Lebanese Army has maintained a significant presence in southern Lebanon, particularly along the Blue Line, which marks the boundary between Lebanon and Israel. The ongoing security concerns in the region are exacerbated by the activities of Hezbollah, which continues to maintain a strong presence in southern Lebanon. Despite the 2024 ceasefire, the situation along the border remains fragile, with both sides continuing to fortify their positions. In conclusion, the Lebanese Army's guided tour for journalists on November 28, 2025, shed light on the ongoing security challenges in southern Lebanon. The discovery of Hezbollah's abandoned tunnel network and the illegal Israeli outpost are just two of the many issues that continue to fuel tensions in the region. As both Lebanon and Israel maintain their military positions along the Blue Line, the situation remains tense, and the possibility of further confrontations remains a concern. As the situation along the Lebanese-Israeli border continues to evolve, the discovery of Hezbollah's tunnel network and the illegal Israeli outpost underscores the complexity of the region's security dynamics. Both nations remain on high alert, with military activity persisting despite the 2024 ceasefire. The Lebanese Army's ongoing efforts to monitor and secure the border, combined with Hezbollah's entrenched presence in southern Lebanon, contribute to the fragile stability of the area. With tensions high and strategic positions fortified, the prospects for lasting peace in the region remain uncertain.